Hey everybody, welcome back to X-Plane 11. I am Bill. We're in the Coronado F-33A with the rep pack, and we're at Santa Paula, which is an unfortunately lacking scenery on X-Plane. It's very flat and kind of barren. It's a super cool airport in real life. Finished the last flight here, so I wanted to leave out of here just in something a little bit faster. And the plan is to do a big loop, an almost loop, not a closed loop, but we're going to fly from Santa Paula to Palm Springs, then Palm Springs, John Wayne, and then John Wayne to Santa Monica via the special flight rules transition. So it will be pretty straight shots, unfortunately, except for the special flight rules. But this Bonanza is faster than the 172 that I can't stop flying in this, and so it shouldn't be too bad. And we've got some fun airports and some cool scenery, and we'll of course be on PilotEdge, which will be handling all of the air traffic control. And I'm going to see if the brake is set. I don't think so. There it is. Okay, a brake is set. I have to remember on this when I start it. I'm going to go mixture full rich, crack the throttle about halfway. There's a little indentation on my throttle. Fuel pump for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you know what? Damn it. I forgot to check this really quick. Cylinders inspect. Okay. Refill the oil. I knew there was something. Recharge. These are all okay. All right. So that hopefully maintained the prime, and keep it at half throttle, otherwise it will not start. Frustratingly. Barks to life. God, it's a cool plane. Super cool plane. We're just gonna hop out of here pretty quickly. Obviously VFR, so untowered. We're not gonna get flight following just yet. Let me get this on VFR. Well, there we go. It's tuned up here. Let's find out what the frequency is at Santa Paula. I loaded it up before. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me, Ryan. So the rep pack, if you set, yeah, it was all the way over here. If you set fuel with the sliders in X-Plane before you load the plane up, it won't actually retain that state. So you got to load it up and then go back into the plane and set the fuel once the plane has been loaded. And it gets me more times than it should. Oh yeah, on the weight and balance stuff, yeah. I usually just use the slider, and I don't have any reason to do that. Santa Paula. All right, so we've got trusty for flight. Here and PSP. 22.9 is the CTAF. I have a ton of hours in this plane with the rep pack and following the checklist, which is roughly throttle full forward, mixture full forward, pump until fuel flow peaks around 12, pump off, then crank, crack the throttle and crank it up. Should start perfectly every time. It just needs a lot of throttle. 5 seconds works for me with half throttle for the prime. and that's what the real, or a real plane uses. At least a 300 horsepower Bonanza. That's all I need. It's just a CTAF, and we can get out of here. And then it's pretty much a straight shot. I'm gonna switch profiles here, and we're gonna go at 7. Oh, we got a nice tailwind up pretty high. Let's go with. Let's see if we can get up to 9,500. I think that should be alright. I am not observing the TFRs, no. Professional. Professor Jedi. It is not the Yak, but this thing is equally fun to fly. Santa Paula traffic, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, taxiing runway 22, departing to the east, Santa Paula. Jonathan, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate that. Now this is drone hell here, and we are going to barely observe their existence. That's good. Oh, the light on back there? There is a light on. That's why the battery was dead. Left that light on. Super heavy. Okay, mags are good. The prop fart sounds pretty good. You get a drone, and you get a drone, and you get a drone. Santa Paula traffic, Bonanza departing runway 22 to the east, Santa Paula. That's not much time to get the oil temperature up, but it is in the green now, so that's good. Let's get this window closed. And we've got all the lights coming on. We got the lights on, we've got transponder on, we've got mixture is full rich, and we are good to
go. Approaching runway 22. Entered runway 22. Okay. 2,500 feet remaining.
Center line. The power. Full power. Thing is staying green. Airspeed's alive. 75. Gear coming up. Props coming back. Santa Paula traffic, Bonanza turning left crosswind 22 Santa Paula. Right into some hills. Santa Paula traffic, Bonanza turning left downwind, runway 22 departing to the east, Santa Paula. Okay, let's get lights coming off, props coming back. Let's get the mixture also coming back a little tiny bit. The wheel sounds in this plane make me think of walking through muck in some boots. Well, Jedi, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Those bits will be put to good use, I promise. And you know what? I was just wondering why my plane was not showing up on ForeFlight. And then I remember...
Caution, TFR ahead.
Screwing around with the track vector, breadcrumbs, the what do you call it? Georeferencing. Yeah. So there I am. That's better. I still never did figure out if there's a way just to turn off georeferencing without fully disabling the connection itself. Now back. Look at that. Cruising through the air. Titanium Druid, happy Tuesday evening. TFR, is that one of the MVP? Yeah, I think it's the one. I have them turned off right now, but I'm pretty sure that it is the big one that we're approaching. It also could be the Kobe crash one. But I'm pretty sure it's the president one, presidential. Okay, let's go on to 20.4. Let's see what we got.
Pilot 72 Whiskey at runway 30, right number 2, clear to land. Following a Cirrus turning a 1 mile final.
Uh-oh. SoCal approach, good evening. Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, climbing through 3,800, 5 miles to the southwest of the Fillmore VOR. Oh, go away.
Number 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, good afternoon. I am sitting in a radar room.
I hope it's well air conditioned. Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, we'd like flight following to Palm Springs at 7,500.
Air conditioned. You know I live in Canada, right?
Yes, I do.
204 Lima Echo, squawk 3102.
3102 for Lima Echo. 3102. It was either Canada or Western Iceland. I get them confused.
I think Iceland's warmer than here in the wintertime. They have hot springs. 204 Lima Echo, radar contact 2.5 south of Fillmore. The Van Nuys altimeter 2992, change to my frequency 134.2.
34.2 for Lima Echo. Wrong direction. SoCal Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, climbing through a 4,900. What was the altimeter for Van Nuys again?
204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, it's 2992.
Alright, 2992 for Lima Echo.
Yeah, what's your planned cruise altitude over to Palm Springs?
We're thinking 7,500. If you need us higher or lower, let us know, but that's our plan for now for Lima Echo.
Yeah, that should work for me. If it creates any conflicts, I'll certainly let you know.
Roger that for Lima Echo. Brian, no, I said it. I just said it. I've heard that thing so many times that I can just mimic his voice now. Oh, go away.
Oh, go away.
Oh, go away.
Ramp by Alpha, remain this frequency to pass for the Cat 5.
Oh, go away. I don't call you names.
172 Whiskey, right turn when able, ramp via Alpha, remain this frequency pass for Cat 5.
Seven thousand 500. I did put in 9,000 in there, but I think 7,000 is fine. Save 0.4 gallons of gas. Good evening, Goldsy.
Holy S, dude.
Mr. Goldsy. There's some anticipation, Goldsy, when I switch over to SoCal and see who is controlling for the first time, and the elation that befalls me every time I hear your silky Eastern Canadian voice come over the frequency.
72 Whiskey, roger, ramp by Alpha, this frequency pass for the Cat 5.
Almost there. We're gonna just go right through the Burbank, or right over Burbank. Yeah, we should be good there. Good. Jedi, no, she has not. That's what I was kind of thinking, Goldsley, but I'll take you for however many miles I can get you. No, Jedi, she hasn't been on the stream in a while, but that will be changing soon. But I just don't know. I don't know when. We'll get there. It could be as early as next week. Oh, right. Okay. Noah's in the kitchen. Well, Ray will do a great job. Haven't had Ray in a while. Yeah, no, I haven't had Ray control in a long time. I think he went to the West Coast, or went to the Western Expansion for a really long time, because I know I had him a lot when he was first starting in ZLA, and then he disappeared for a while. But yeah, he is awesome. Engage. Should just about do it, I would think. Oh, wing clipping not good.
Caution, TFR ahead.
We're in one gigantic TFR, sweetheart. I apologize for busting all your TFRs. Keen, I am definitely flying. Virtually flying, at least. Virtually flying. Yeah, we're running at like, oh yeah, not enough. I thought that was 15. 15 is about what you get. I think the EGT is gonna show like really cool. Yeah, see, it's like really. If you leaned it out all the way, it's pissed. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna use the EGT and just use the fuel flow you'd get about 15 gallons per hour if you were properly leaned roughly in the plane. So maybe a little bit less on this one. This isn't the full 300 horsepower, so maybe we can go 13 or 14. Dude, we would absolutely have some fighter jets next to us. Let's check out what the damage would actually be. How far we've been busting it. Oh yeah. Without a flight plan filed.
420 Echo Papa, San Luis ground runway 29 taxi by Alpha.
But yeah, that's not good. We would already be down. We would already be shot down.
Yeah, it's always confirm the runway assignment clear 2. It's runway 29 by Alpha.
Goldsy will send the hounds. I think you need to have flight following. I'm not 100% sure, Ryan, but I think you need to have a VFR flight plan filed, and the code. I could be confusing that with the inner ring, but that's off the top of my head. That's kind of what I remember.
568 Romeo Sierra, connect LA Center 125.
Just what PilotEdge needs is some surface-to-air missile capabilities and some intercepting aircraft. That would be, oh, dude, being Sky Cops on PilotEdge would be pretty fun. I'm not sure though, Ryan. It's a good question, but I'm one of them, if not both, need a flight plan filed. It may be the inner ring, but it also may be the other one.
768 Romeo Sierra, LA Center, the Bakersfield altimeter 2997.
God, this is such a great view when you're over this area of SoCal. You can see frickin' everything. You got downtown LA over here. You've got all the beach cities, LAX, Long Beach, Orange County, and then you can see all the way to Palm Springs. And if you go this direction, you can pretty much see Santa Barbara, at least the mountains at some point. Who is that fighter guy? Strike 1-1 or something? I don't know. Keith. Yeah, I know. Well, Keith with failures is very dangerous. That adds excitement to some flights when you don't know what part of your plane is going to fall off. Take it off. I don't want to get banned from Twitch, Goldsy. You cannot show nipple, remember? No nipple. I say free the nipple, but Twitch says otherwise.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Iowa, 20 months, dude. Thank you so much for the follow, Iowa. I appreciate it a lot. You're a constant, man. I love it. Thank you so much, Iowa.
Watch the birdie.
And there it is. Watch the birdie. If you say that it's a body painting stream, I think you can be naked. Ooh, that's a little rough. I don't know. The male nipple or the female nipple? Because those are very varying degrees of acceptableness. I was about to say, who needs SAMs when we can just fail your engines? Yeah, I know. I've VATSIM. We've had
Echo Papa, San Luis Tower, make left close.
We've had
report
some,
midfield down
a lot of fun in the past.
Runway 29 clear for takeoff.
And in fact,
30013.
please don't get naked. When Ernie logs in, he uses the birds command, and almost every other approach into John Wayne, I would get a bird strike from Goldsy, and that was some fun times.
Birds.
Whoa. Whoa. So that's why we have the bird strike audio cues in there.
I don't call you names.
Didn't call you a name, Goldsy. Yeah, the wings, the ripped off wings was really funny. The tail separation was really good. The engine separation is pretty funny. Many flat tires, many fared gears. I don't know how many times you failed the gear of that Just Flight. Yeah, the prop has fallen off. Bird strike. Just every manner. I think you've used every single failure, and it is so fun. Yeah, the engine separation, as you can imagine, what that does to your center of gravity. That's right. Every time, every park, it was just the nose gear would go brrrk, and then the mains would go brrrk. Every single time. God, that was really fun. That was really fun. Sure, ground speed is looking pretty good. 186 knot ground speed. No, that's Goldsy. That wasn't Keith. That's Goldsy. That was all his doing. It really was, wasn't it, Goldsy? That was like the fun that we had was the reason why he took that away. Because it was every single flight. It was every single flight. And it was awesome. The birds.
Jack Pop, runway 29 cleared for the option.
Because the birds would come at you, and an X-plane actually simulates birds like flying at you, so I try to like dodge them, and it doesn't help. Like, even if it looks like you've missed the actual 3D model of the birds coming at you, it still acts as if you had a prop strike, so the engine starts spitting out black smoke, and it will eventually die. But it was really funny. Deer strikes. Jesus. Yeah, I think they got rid of deer, didn't they? Completely in X-Plane 11? There were times where I was at Fullerton Airport and there was a freaking deer, like, bucking down the runway randomly at Fullerton. That was goofball central. And like elk or something, or oh no, it was just male female deers too. I didn't know Keith took the fun stuff. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was fine. Like, we had a great time. Shutting the runway lights off when you were in short final was fun too. Yeah, that's good. But it was really, the problem was that some people were concerned that they would also get random failures, so Keith didn't want that to be a concern of people, because that was not the case. No one, I mean, you weren't going to get those random. It was capable of initiating those failures, but he didn't want people thinking that it was possible. So, hey, what's up, Dave? Dave, it is very close to being wrapped up. Knock on wood. I will have an update soon. But thank you for asking, Dave. I will share everything when it's all wrapped up, because oh my god, you have no. It's so funny. It's so funny. Remember the story years ago when a fish smashed through the cockpit of an Alaska 737? That is hilarious. I will share everything except for my nipple. That is correct, right? Watching this after playing the new Flight Sim Alpha is so depressing. Well, you know what?
568 Romeo Sierra, connect Bakersfield approach 118.8.
That's good news. I think that X-Plane 11 has a lot of life in it. I think the future of the X-Plane series in general has a lot of life left in it. And MS, what are we calling that? Flight Sim 2020, whatever. Live Fly Guy, thank you very much for the host. Welcome everybody. How's it going? So yeah, if Flight Sim is
204 Lima Echo connects SoCal approach 135.4 Seabell.
35.4 204 Lima Echo. Good night, Goldsy. I love you.
Say hi to Ray for me.
I will indeed.
Bakersfield approach 08 Romeo Sierra.
We'll see. MSFS, that's what we're calling it. I hope it's great. I hope it's really great, but I think that X-Plane 11 is super fun and it is relatively well optimized. And when Microsoft comes out and everybody can talk about everything that they know and it's all out in the open, I think it'll
1705
continue getting better.
Cleared to the Ontario airport, coach 8's departure.
Yeah, there was a report that it was not going to be a subscription, but who knows? I mean, it's just like, yeah, and I agree, Keen. Whatever gets more people into this stuff will be fantastic. I didn't hear what he was issuing. Yeah, the environmental stuff is...
back is correct. You can expect runway 26 right for departure.
So we waited appropriately there. SoCal approach, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo 7,500.
Number 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach. The Ontario altimeter 29904, maintain VFR.
29904, Goldsy sends his regards, right? For Lima Echo.
Thank you, thank you.
What do you see as pros and cons between P3D and X-Plane 11? I don't know. I mean, the biggest difference for me when I was making my decision was that X-Plane 11 is far more general aviation friendly. P3D definitely has a stronger airliner community.
126.1, good day.
But this just seemed like it was the right fit for the type of flying and planes that I wanted to fly in the simulator. Fish strikes jet. Oh my god, it was from an eagle dropping it. That's hilarious. A mid-air collision between a jetliner and a fish delayed an Alaska Airlines flight. Oh my god, that's funny. You know what? $85 for that seems pretty reasonable for what it appears like you're going to be getting, and I'm totally fine with that. The market will correct itself on the pricing. There are very few things that are going to be released like that in terms of video games or entertainment in general that adoption rates suffer because of the price for too long. VR is like the only thing I can think of, and that's really more of a hardware thing. This is software, and for the amount of money that they're putting into it, they need it to be successful, and I wouldn't want them to give it away and not make it successful for them, because keeping everybody in that office employed is going to benefit all of us in the long run. And that's kind of the catch-22 with some of these planes that, some of these developers, like Carenado, just for example, Carenado. This is, Carenado plane with all of its shortcomings and, and everything. It looks fantastic. It flies pretty well. This has got the rep pack addition to it. But could you imagine if every single person that had this simulator bought this plane? Carenado would start, developing more Bonanzas or making this one even better. Or, hey, imagine if this panel was even crisper and more HD. That's the only thing that's driving any of these developments is how successful they are and how much money they make. You can, wish that a certain plane gets developed or airport or something, but until there's demand for it, they're not going to build it. And I think Microsoft is taking kind of a gamble. Maybe it's more of a calculated risk, but I think that them focusing a little bit on Xbox and kind of casual gamers, from our perspective, that's kind of nerve-wracking because we want to make sure that it's an authentic experience, but they need to appeal to a broader base to sell more units to help support it, because it's not going to, this flight sim community is not going to thrive on $20 add-on airplanes that they sell a couple hundred of. It needs to be bigger, and it needs to be more accessible, and therefore it needs to be at a price that people are going to pay. Simply says you pay $500 for 2020. Honestly, I've been playing since FS95, and this is something you won't believe until you play it yourself. Just imagine everything you've gotten out of X-Plane or P3D FSX with all of the add-ons, but as a base package on steroids with no performance hit. Yeah, I hope that's what it ends up being, and if it's expensive, that'd be fine. A2A Simulations is the only reason to fly GA on FSX P3D. Okay. They'll sell the world and so many other things. Yeah, I think Microsoft getting back into the flight sim, into the game, will bring a ton of people into it because the name and the publicity. Well, there's a reason why we all stream under Microsoft Flight Sim, because it still has the name recognition. So it's gonna sell, but how many people stick with it and how many add-ons are developed for it and so forth.
Number 66 Roma Sierra,
We'll see.
ground runway 24,
2020 has to talk to my cockpit. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Like your hardware stuff. They'll get all that stuff ironed out. It's just a matter of time. I don't think that it's going to be like a day one must-have necessarily. There's probably going to be some kinks that need to be worked out. And especially people that do have hardware setups that are particular to whatever sim they have. But I will tell you that X-Plane 11 has more issues with compatibility for hardware than Microsoft products do. Like all the Logitech stuff is going to work perfectly with Microsoft for sure. Lockheed and Laminar aren't going to have a presentation at E3. No, they're not. They are definitely not. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to blow up either. Just because they're at E3, you can have a high initial adoption rate, but unless people are actually playing and continually supporting ongoing development, it's going to be pretty stagnant. And I have a feeling that it's going to take a while for enough people to be involved, or enough third party developers and the user base to grow, and for demand to be high enough for certain add-ons for that stuff to start coming. Because I think that is what's going to keep people interested, is a good array of airplanes, and the sooner that you can get more airplanes, the better, I think. So far there's hundreds of customizable inputs to be bound to external hardware. Yeah, I don't think a lot of the stuff is Logitech. I don't think there's going to be any issue with that. But the biggest pill to swallow is going to be the the add-on planes that you have bought from other or for other airplanes, simulators. Sorry. And that's going to be tough if you've got some planes that you really like flying that aren't available for Microsoft. You know, it'll probably be a dual sim environment for a while until either planes get ported over to Microsoft or are developed outright for it. So there's going to be like an adoption curve, I think. But I mean, this is fine. Like how this looks awesome. Like, look at that. I know obviously there's some heavy lifting that you have to do, so to speak, to get it to look like this. Initially, this isn't right out of the box. It's free. Takes a little bit of time. Once it's set up, though, you're golden. You know, and the plane looks good, handles good. There's nothing wrong.
61827 Henderson ground.
There's nothing wrong with this sim right now. If Microsoft is better, Laminar's going to have to either up their game or they're just gonna die. I think Ty said that X-Plane won't last long on his computer once 2020 is out for real. I hope I'm not taking him out of context, but I think it was another 1 gigabyte SSD purchase here. Yeah, 1 terabyte for sure. Definitely not a gigabyte. It'll be fine. It will be fine. The TBM and the Rotate MD-80 will make me keep X-Plane on my PC.
Number 66 Romeo Sierra, full at Tower, make left, close traffic, report to midfield.
Until they get ported over.
24 clear for takeoff.
The user friendliness of 2020, while still having the option to be a full-on sim, will bring both pros and amateurs. Yeah, which is what it needs. You need more people being introduced to it, and Aviation will be thanking Microsoft for many years if it really ends up working. So I hope it's great. I love X-Plane. I'm not married to it in any regard, but I hope Microsoft hits it out of the park for sure, because this is it's awesome. I love doing this. It's somehow held my attention, despite flying in the real world too, which I love. It's so great. Competition is a great thing. It'll more be, Dr. Ocean, probably PilotEdge is more, because I think it connects to PilotEdge more than it does the sim, maybe? No, I have that completely wrong. Sorry, I have that wrong. It is connected to the sim. Still going at it, Ryan, yeah. Do we just not have any ATC information?
Number 771 Lima Bravo, we're
So
ground.
120 at 7. It is hella dry. 23. Temperature 23. Dew point -5. Whoops. Yeah, I think we're just, the mountain's just blocking us, so we'll need to pick that ATIS up. Once we get a little bit closer. Practically speaking, obviously I can find that out. But
Number 6 Romeo Sierra, runway 24,
Hey,
clear the option.
bird. Whoa, buddy.
Ryan, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Titanium Druid. Titanium Druid, welcome. Ryan, thank you very much, man. 26 gifted subs. That's ridiculous, dude. Thank you. Oh, man. This is going to be a fun month. Checked out your Instagram, saw you flew into Catalina. How did you like that? I'll tell you in a second. Brad Sam 67, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for following. Let's see here. Homie 747 Bravo. Hey Bill, this is my first time in your Twitch room. Homie, welcome, man. Did you find your way from YouTube, maybe? If you are, welcome live. Wasn't there a Bonanza that went off the runway last week? Yes, there was. Simply, so the approach into Catalina is one of my favorite things ever. And I
Number
love it.
771
awesome.
Lima Bravo, clear to the
Simply,
Palm Springs
welcome. Thank you for the follow.
International Airport,
Welcome
to be
aboard
the runway
officially.
27, obstacle departure procedure to Robin.
This community is one of the
Victor
best
208, thermal
I've been a
direct,
part of on the
maintain
internet.
5,000.
And I've been in quite a few.
1,000,
Well, Ryan, that
departure.
that is
Departure frequency
very, very nice of you to
119.6.
say.
Squawk 3066.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. It's been the best thing, the best community that I've been a part of by a long shot. So hearing that other people are enjoying it means the world to me, because I do get so much enjoyment out of this. So thank you very much.
771 Lima Bravo, back is correct.
Oh, I did find you on YouTube because I was watching your tutorial videos on PilotEdge. They don't like me much. I need help with my wording to the controller. Well, you're doing the right thing, man. This is how I learned. Is just watching.
For Lima Echo VFR traffic at your 1 o'clock, about 3 miles westbound, altitude indicate 7,200, type unknown.
Traffic in sight 53176. Sorry, 204 Lima Echo.
204 Lima Echo, roger, contact SoCal approach 126.7.
267 for Lima Echo. Switching between registrations. SoCal approach, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo 7,500.
204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, roger, information.
Bill's one of my favorite guys to yell at.
At Palm Springs, you can expect runway 31 right.
We'll expect 31 right, 204 Lima Echo. Damn it! Guess which plane I fly.
I hate when I change call signs too, it always messes me up.
I'm usually good at it, but that's bad. Sorry. I love PilotEdge, homie. I absolutely love it. I fly in this airspace in the real world, and it's been an invaluable training tool for doing that. It mimics it almost exactly. So I freaking love it. Yeah, I know, Zodius. That is Bush League. That is total Bush League.
That was beautiful. Nice radio call, Bill.
Anderson Tower. Runway
Wrong call
35
sign
left,
due to
clear for
serious
takeoff,
nature
proceed on course.
deviation. I recommend checking out the PilotEdge training program.
Destination ATIS is
I do need
124.65.
another truly. Let's see here. Could someone give me a half-hour to 1 hour flight route? Not feeling creative right now.
Number 771 Lima Bravo,
I would
runway
say,
27
homie,
taxi Alpha.
or sorry, simply, John Wayne to Camarillo. VFR, John Wayne to Camarillo. Yeah, homie, there's some like real pain when you first start out. And Goldsy77 in the chat there, he was the controller that I had on my first handful of flights on PilotEdge. And you know, not every controller is exactly like this, but in general, when they know you're new, they're very accommodating. They help you out as much as they can without sacrificing other pilots flying. But do the ratings.
13 left, 13 right. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information Tango.
Yeah, so there's some growing pains and a pretty steep learning curve when you're just getting into it, but I would recommend also downloading on your phone liveatc.net. That helped me a lot. So to and from work on my commutes, I would fire that up. That helped a ton. Watching streams, doing what you're doing right now is fantastic. I don't know why my extended center lines are not showing up. Yeah, they're 120 right now. Extended center lines over there. Let's see here. Try to pre-fly Cat 5. Couldn't even find airport. Had to land at Bakersfield, Minnesota. Dude, how could you not find Meadows? That thing is gigantic. Yeah, isn't this ortho nice? It's so nice out here. Let's see here. Every controller's been original. Well, what are you flying, homie? If you fly something slow, go through the ratings, take your time, take it seriously. You know, that's the best you can do. If you're trying to fly 737 IFR and you're brand new to everything, that's probably the wrong environment to learn, and you know you're going to be met with a fair amount of I don't know how to put that. A fair amount of
771 Lima Bravo connects to California.
I would say. That might be.
Departure, good evening, Aerostar 771 Lima Bravo 3700.
771 Lima Bravo, so California, radar contact, climb and maintain 11,000.
11,000, 1 Lima Bravo.
Yeah, Goldsy is legally not allowed to be rude. All right, well, we'll just go straight towards the airport and see what they want us to do here. They're going to want us on the east side. Potentially. Stuck here. Aren't there rude Canadians in Quebec? Yeah, they're half French. They do not count. That's really funny. Yeah, homie, it just takes time, man. It just takes time. Keep listening to radio communications. Watch YouTube videos on how to do it. M0A's got some good ones. Just listening.
1705 Las Vegas ground.
Just listening to it
taxi by Charlie.
will help. Will help a lot.
204 Lima Echo, connect Palm Springs Tower 119.7.
19.7 for Lima Echo.
125 Mike X-ray on departure, flighting 080, maintain VFR. At or below 3,000, departure frequency 128.1, squawk 4603.
Left 080 below 3000, 1281, squawk 4603, 5 Mike X-ray.
5 Mike X-ray, evacuate.
Palm Springs Tower, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, 4,200, information Tango, full stop.
204 Lima Echo, Palm Springs Tower. Good afternoon, the altimeter 2992. I know you're assigned 31 right at us, 13 left, sound.
We actually weren't assigned anything. We're showing winds 120. So yeah, 13 right would be great for Lima Echo.
204 Lima Echo, roger. Left 270 approved for a straight in 13 right, runway 13 right, clear to land.
Okay, 13 right, clear to land at 204 Lima Echo. All right, let's get this thing ready to go. We'll get the cow flaps coming open. We'll get the prop full forward. We need to get this thing dragged up.
Number 771 Lima Bravo, turn right heading 075. When able, direct Julian.
Let's see. I would say even simply maybe not a busy airport, but something like a Class Charlie where there's a mixture, because the busy airports can get you kind of intimidated if you're trying to learn what they're saying. The slower the better, would be my recommendation. So like a busy Delta, or a Charlie with some general aviation stuff.
125 Mike X-ray, that's you ready for taxi to midfield.
Number 125 Mike X-ray, Joe my ground, taxi midfield, run up by Alpha.
Midfield run up via Alpha, 5 Mike X-ray.
So I was starting that pretty high, but this plane gets freaking draggy as hell.
500. Sync rate.
Look at
Sync
that.
rate.
That's awesome. The 172 would not do that in a million friggin' years. I have to trim. I'm gonna clunk this thing down here, I know it. Isn't too bad.
Fort Lee Mecca, where do you park?
We're gonna be a full stop taxi back for departure. We're gonna need a few minutes. We can just kind of go to the nearest run up if that works. Fort Lee Mecca.
Fort Lee Mecca, I have 0 traffic at Palm Springs there, so you can taxi what's left of the airplane there on Whiskey 1, Whiskey Lima.
Whiskey 1, Whiskey Lima, Fort Lee Mecca. Okay, yeah, we're correct.
69728, the Las Vegas altimeter 3001.
The strobes coming off. We'll lean for taxi. That was a beautiful landing, I believe.
Los Angeles clearance, good evening, Charlie Golf Hotel, Fox Oscar,
That was beautiful.
information Sierra, IFR to Santa Barbara.
How dare you? Here's Goldsy Cam. Hi, Goldsy.
Charlie Golf.
It's really hard to do with X-plane ground physics and taxi strips.
Departure to the Ventura VOR. and direct Quang.
Have you flown a PilotEdge when they are offline? Yep, all the time.
Climb by state except maintain 5,000. Expect 6,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.2, squawk 1352.
Got some smoke going. It's just like regular regular X-plane, but you just other people can log in and you can hear them if you're on the same frequency.
125.2 on departure, 1352 on the squawk. Charlie Golf Hotel, Foxtrot Oscar.
That would be pretty fun.
Charlie Hotel, Foxtrot Oscar, the feedback is correct. That'll be the Lax Papa 69er technique.
Lax Papa 69er technique, Charlie Golf Hotel, Oscar. 5 Mike X-ray to ground, run up complete.
5 Mike X-ray, 20 left, taxi via Charlie Kilo.
20 left via Charlie Kilo, 5 Mike X-ray.
For 69728 cross wig
Charlie Kilo. Did you see?
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Hello.
That's it? That's all she gives us? Is just one? Just a normal hello? Flying with Arnold, thank you very much for 14 months. That's crazy, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Homie, I fly a 172 in real life. And Fast and Flyer, I did not see video from the event. I'm super bummed that I missed it. So hopefully I'll be able to catch the next one. Those always are super fun. Even the like unofficial events where it's you know, kind of like community organized, those are even fun. But yeah, I definitely need to.
Joey Tower, Sports Star 125 Mike X-ray, short of 20 left at Kilo.
El Peru, hello.
Mike X-ray, Joey
Or
Tower,
Peru.
20 left to Kilo, clear for takeoff, wind 19016.
Clear for takeoff.
I like the 172. The one that I fly is particularly nice, so I'm kind of spoiled with how nice it is. It's in the middle, or it has been in the middle of some pretty significant avionics upgrades, so it's constantly getting better. I don't prefer high wings. It's not very fast, and it doesn't carry a whole lot. For training, it's fine, but there's some limitations if you actually want to use the plane for other things than training and kind of like short little flights. But overall, I think there's a reason why they've built more of that plane than any other plane.
164 Romeo, North Las Vegas Tower, left downwind.
Yeah, 210 turbo would be pretty nice, Ryan. Hopefully, I'm hoping that a 210 turbo will be part of my usable hangar, my proverbial hangar. Not my hangar, but the grouping of planes that I can fly.
5 Mike X-ray through 900.
Would you buy a 172? I would not.
SoCal departure.
Over to SoCal departure, 5 Mike X-ray.
I definitely would not, actually. Yeah, of course, homie. I'm going to re-sign up for PilotEdge. Would any of you like to fly with me and teach me a few things? Dude, just stick around, man. Watch as many streams as you can. Watch as many videos as you can, and you'll start getting better and better, dude. And just ask questions. Join our Discord. Yeah, that's
125 Mike X-ray, SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter 2997.
Definitely join the Discord. There's that. and that will help a lot. 172 is your favorite plane to jump out of. Palm Springs. PSP. To SA. What does this look like? Let's go. We'll go back up through Banning. That's the best route back. Are we on fuel? Palm Springs Tower, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, holding short 13 right at Lima. We'd like flight following to John Wayne at 6,500.
204 Lima Echo, roger. Departure frequency 126.7. You can keep the same squawk code.
Okay, 26.7 will keep the same code, 204 Lima Echo.
Lima Echo is correct. Left downwind departure is approved. Runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
All right, left downwind approved, clear for takeoff, 13 right, 204 Lima Echo.
Yeah, do you want to go through the Banning Pass or down southeast around Thermal?
Yeah, we're going to go through the Banning Pass, 204 Lima Echo.
Left downwind it is.
Left downward indeed. Did I say downward? I meant downwind. See how this thing short fields. Oh, I still have the smoke on. That's annoying. Cleared to the left, clear to the right down the runway. We've got full back pressure. Fuel is on full, mixture is full in, props are in, cowl flaps are open, lights are on. No, that was like smoke, like aerobatic smoke. Oh, you know what? Probably close that. Okay, full back pressure, center line adjacent. And there's our soft field. Up already. Pops back. We're up a little bit early. Awesome, homie. Well, welcome in. I appreciate it.
204 Lima Echo, radar contact, say altitude.
We are 600 for Lima Echo.
Roger.
There's our departure end. Yeah, that is for flight, homie. Yeah. And now we're up. Oh crap! No wonder we weren't going much faster. Flaps. Yeah, this is for flight.
Mike X-ray, did you want radar services out in the practice area, or are you on your own from here? 5 Mike X-ray, roger, radar service terminated. Squawk VFR for exchange approved.
Hey, bird.
72, maintain 10,000, Kanak Las Vegas approach, 1
Eagle, thank you so much for the gifted sub to homie. Welcome, homie.
Pull up. Pull
771 Lima Bravo to send a maintain 9,000.
What do we get? Ultimate, big, oh, Ultimo, my bad. Ultimo, big truck, welcome. Welcome aboard officially, glad you can join us.
Pull up.
And Liberty 109, welcome to you as well. Thank you for joining us. We gotcha. We convinced you
Los Angeles ground
that this was in your best interest.
Oscar Information Sierra at the South Apron at Atlantic, taxi IFR.
Charlie Golf Hotel Foxtrot Oscar LA ground runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot.
25 left, Alpha Foxtrot, Charlie Golf Hotel Foxtrot Oscar.
204 Lima Echo, contact SoCal departure.
SoCal departure for Lima Echo. Bye-bye. I've been flying with FSX and P3D. Just demoed X-Plane yesterday and love it. Nice, Ultimo. That's sweet. Yeah, it's a super fun simulator for sure. Lots of cool GA planes. Pretty flexible. SoCal approach. Bonanza 204 Lima Echo 2,600 climbing 6,500. I almost said Skyhawk.
For 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach. The Palm Springs altimeter has eluded me. Stand by, let me get that for you. 2992.
Alright, standard altimeter for Lima Echo.
164 Romeo Alpha North Las Vegas Tower. Logan, sorry, you said you're inbound full stop. For 164 Romeo Alpha, Roger, make straight in, runway 12 right. Runway 12 right, you are clear to land.
We might... How's the weather in Banning?
69728.
What are the winds looking like in Banning?
For 69728 Las Vegas approach, the altimeter 3001, descend and maintain 8,000.
Descend and maintain 8,000, 728.
728, expect the visual
Not
approach,
very
runway
much
19
for
right.
The altitudes we'll be flying in.
Expect 19 right, 728.
El Toro traffic, white Skyhawk 125 Mike X-ray 2,500 over Lake Mission Viejo. El Toro traffic.
5 Mike X-ray, still on SoCal approach frequency.
Shit, thank you. I'll swap over. 5 Mike X-ray.
Does somebody want to tell them that El Toro is a parking lot now? Nope.
We copied a risk.
Yeah, that's definitely a risk. That's definitely risky right there. Oh, so he's just CTAF like in the practice area? Do they have...
69728, turn left heading 010 vector for the airport.
Never used the
010,
CTAF
vector,
there.
728.
771 Lima Bravo connect, SoCal approach 126.7.
I don't know if he dropped an S-bomb or not. That would have been pretty fun.
SoCal approach, good evening, Aerostar 771 Lima Bravo, 9,000 with Tango. I can take 13 left.
Well, it's definitely on tower.
Lima Bravo, SoCal approach, Palm Springs altimeter 292, expect visual approach, runway 13 left. Fly heading 310 vector for the airport, descend and maintain 6,000.
Heading 310 down 6,000, and we'll find the middle runway 13 left, Aerostar 1 Lima Bravo.
Cool little Aerostar. That's pretty fun. It's not climbing great at the moment. Yeah, forgetting to swap over. That happens. That'll get you every once in a while. Yeah, we copy the risk.
Yeah, that was the full transmission.
The last thing I flew
But
in real
it's the same
life
information,
a
like
year
the weather
ago was
hasn't
a
been updated
Citation
or changed enough to be
CJ2
updated, so
Plus.
I already have that shit written down.
Sweet. So do you work at an airport then?
One 164 Romeo Alpha, Roger, take Charlie straight into the ramp this frequency. Have a good night. For 69728, fly heading 360.
I did not hear what was
360-728.
what was happening.
SoCal Aerostar 1 Lima Bravo have Palm Springs Airport in sight.
Hey.
771 Lima Bravo, Roger, enter left downwind, clear visual approach, runway 13 left.
Good visual, runway 13 left, left downwind, 1 Lima Bravo.
Southwest 1706, Las Vegas clearance clear to the Ontario
CJ2
Airport,
plus,
Boji,
King Air
departure.
350, King
Wake,
Air
transition the next
F90.
file, climb via the
Cool.
SID squawk, tree 710.
Not too many S-bombs in real life. No, not so much. Not a common.
Southwest
occurrence.
1706, refactor.
Should be pretty much downhill straight into John Wayne here. Yeah, only when Julia's around do you start hearing the colorful language. Yeah, when it's clear out in SoCal, I mean, this is where I'm aiming. I'm aiming right towards those mountains. I can just see right where Corona is. Santiago Peak is right there. So you can navigate pretty much straight there just visually. Yeah, she is the best. I hope that she will be gracing us with her presence shortly. Hopefully as soon as even next week. Would be nice. Here it comes. What are some of the Class Charlie controllers where I get my practice with the controller so I can get familiar with them? Homie, I mean, I would start with a Delta, honestly. I would pick, like, what's a busy Delta that, I mean, like Long Beach, the 2.6s. If Live ATC has, let me actually check. If liveatc.net has the 2.6 runways on there, that'd be a good one. Long Beach Tower.
4 Lima Echo, contact approach 135.4.
35-4, 4 Lima Echo. Van Nuys is a good one. SoCal approach, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo 6,500.
Number 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, Ontario altimeter 2996.
906 for Lima Echo.
Cessna 728, descend and maintain 6,000.
Yeah, this will be good. The spiciness, the chance for spiciness has increased. That was a really nice shift change though, Goldie. I would agree. What's up, Sim Edge? Sim Edge, 1 terabyte.
Number 771 Lima Bravo, contact Palm Springs Tower 100.7.
You could fly in and out of BSP. You will have to do... Yeah. I mean, John Wayne's a good one. There's just a lot of airliner traffic, too. But yeah, like... yeah, not Paso. What am I trying? Why can I think of? San Luis Obispo would be a good one. Van Nuys would be a good one as well. Your local one might be good too. My bad. Sin Edge. 1 Tango Bravo.
Charlie Golf Hotel.
My bad.
Departure radar contact.
Am I going to get the new flight simulator when it comes out?
37.
I don't know. I have no idea when I'll get it. I'm sure I will, but I am not planning on running out and buying it right away. I've invested a lot of time and money into X-Plane, and I will use it until I have no choice. It'll take a while for Microsoft to get caught up with everything. PilotEdge is a must. If it doesn't have PilotEdge integration on day one, then it's going to have to wait at least until that happens. And then the planes as well. If there's nothing that I feel like I want to fly, I'll probably wait. So. SimEdge, my bad. It looks like 1 terabyte, so I apologize. That is very much 1 Tango Bravo. Many apologies.
1 mile.
Okay, I'm gonna get the ATIS for John Wayne ready to go. We are way too far out for that at the moment, but it will be pretty soon. Good night, Goldsy. Thank you very much for the flawless controlling yet again.
Number 69728. Safe flight conditions.
Always makes my night. Love it.
Number 69728, clear visual approach runway 19 right, contact Las Vegas Tower 118.75.
Yeah, the G36 will be pretty sweet, for sure. But I like the Bonanza that my instructor flies has this exact panel, even with the 430. So the G1000 version isn't as appealing to me as this one would be. So there's, but if it's nicely made, then it won't matter. if it's just too fun to not fly, then I will for sure fly it. I'm gonna need a beverage break. SoCal approach, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, stepping away for just a minute.
November 4 Lima Echo, roger.
Booze break.
Center 563 Alpha Sierra, SoCal approach, loud and clear.
SoCal Bonanza 4 Lima Echo is back.
4 Lima Echo.
And yes, I did just say booze break. Yeah, Eagle, it's not that I'm not a fan of the G1000, it's just that I don't fly any planes with a G1000, so I don't really care. I don't want to... They're cool, I think they're fine, but I just don't... I just like flying stuff that I fly in real life. Or have a chance to. Even like a little bit. Fly in, you know, I don't even have to be at the controls, but fly in, be around for the most part. There is a thing called tactical dehydration that is very important if you're going on long trips. Don't crush a venti coffee on your way to the airport if you're going to be cruising around for a while. I wish Toto had made a TBM with steam and 2 530s. Yeah, I like... Again, almost strictly because I haven't flown glass panel. The plane 176 is slowly becoming a glass panel. I prefer the steam gauges. I don't for whatever. But yeah, I'm sure once you experience it, it will be friggin' cool. My flight school has a G1000-172, and I'm purposely renting the steam gauge 172 instead. Well, we got one GI-275 in the plane, and I freaking love it. It's the HSI, and it's amazing. It's getting the attitude indicator, hopefully not too soon, but relatively soon. So that will be good. And that the attitude indicator of the GI-275 basically is like a condensed G1000. I mean, it's just like a really tiny version of a glass panel, and it's awesome. Probably like flying with an iPad for the first time. Once you do it, you're willing to spend the money for sure. I know Vista at Whiteman has a 172 with a G1000, and Encore at Van Nuys is all Cirrus. Remember what we said about Encore, Chad. That's a good question. Did I choose to learn on stream for cost or some other reason? It was kind of a combination of both. One was cost, because the practice helps cut down on the time that I need in the plane. But I also just like doing it too. It seemed like a fun way.
Airport, ATC information, Romeo, 0253 Zulu, wind 190 at 5, visibility 9er, few clouds at 1,200, temperature 16, dew point 12, altimeter 29er 8, arriving and departing runways 20 left, 20 right, visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact, clearance, delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Romeo.
Okay. I like the interactive nature of it, being able to learn something, try it on the sim, get feedback from people. That's kind of the main thing, and I like doing these, and so it's fun and it helps me learn. So that's, I mean, both of those probably equally. How are you using ForeFlight on X-Plane 11? It hooks up to your IP address, and it uses X-Plane as a GPS source. But it also works with PilotEdge for traffic as well. So I have basically ADS-B traffic, and there's somebody 2,000 feet below me, maybe underneath the wing. Can't see. Should see him somewhere. Yeah, ADS-B in X. Oh, there he is. There he goes. That's who I was looking at. There's a place in the iPad where you can put in the IP address of your computer that's running the simulator, and you basically assign that as your GPS location, and it X-Plane kind of outputs the GPS, its GPS location, because you have, like, it has GPS, whatever you want to call it, geo-referenced, whatever the hell. It knows where you are in the world, and it happens to all match up with the real world stuff. So its GPS, your X-plane GPS location should match up with the real world hypothetical location. So we're going to be on 28.1 is up next. Yeah, thank you, Eagle, for posting that. Yeah, it's not hard at all, but there's a handful of tutorials and stuff that you can download and see, how to do it. But yeah, it's one of those things you do it once and you never have to do it again, and it's super easy. We are current with Romeo.
Hotel Foxtrot Oscar, Point Magoo approach rudder.
And we're getting some big old tile and scenery.
Echo, traffic 3 o'clock, 2.5 miles westbound, altitude indicates 6,500 unverified.
You're looking for that traffic for Lima Echo.
Lima Echo, correction to 10 o'clock traffic.
There we go. Alright, looking at our 10 for Lima Echo. He's at our altitude. There's somebody right there.
Number 4 Lima Echo, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
28.1 traffic in sight for Lima Echo. SoCal approach, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, 6,500 with Romeo at John Wayne, full stop.
Number 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach rudder.
Yeah, ForeFlight is not cheap. If you're a sim only, it's really not worth it. But flying in the real world, it helps. Like it's the best thing since the wing, in my mind. It is Signal Peak, so we're gonna be going into Signal Peak.
Southwest 1706, Las Vegas departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Eagle, do you have any preference on what plane to go over the SFRA? I'm actually kind of thinking I want to do it in the 172 anyway, but if you have any objection to that, let me know.
Number 4 Lima Echo, advise John Wayne Airport site.
Hey, we've got John Wayne in sight for Lima Echo.
4 Lima Echo, contact John Wayne Tower 100.9.
19.9 for Lima Echo. John Wayne Tower, good evening. Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, just south of Lake Irvine, inbound, Signal Peak with Romeo, full stop.
Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, John Wayne Tower, make us straight into runway 20 left, clear to land.
Straight in, 20 left, clear to land for Lima Echo. Yeah, the speed restriction is not a problem in a 172, that's for sure. I came to peace a while back that no one is going to take me up anymore. You'll get back into it. John Wayne Tower, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Request pattern entry from Signal Peak for left traffic.
Run the full American Roger, proceed to signal peaks and enter left downwind, runway 20 left, report midfield.
Okay, left traffic at Signal Peak, report midfield left downwind 20 left for Lima Echo. Yeah, we're close. We're close. Yeah, man, just take a discovery flight. Yeah, I was like right up on the VME though. I'm gonna use every ounce of speed this thing has. Where do these friends who have planes come from? Yeah, take a discovery flight, dude. Just go up. There's El Toro. Still, according to this ortho, still has some runway left on it, but that is mostly all torn up.
Henderson Tower, November.
What's up, RC?
67, 10 miles south, with information, full stop.
What?
Number 61867, Harrison Tower. Make 13 to runway 35 left with the land.
Traffic, 10 o'clock, 2 miles, 700 feet below.
That's a little close. Even though we expanded our runway and got bigger. So there's no flight school at your airport? Might have to drive a little bit. Over UCI, UC Irvine right there. That's kind of like the secondary pattern entry spot from Signal Peak. Join Terra Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, request low approach.
Bonanza 4 Echo, same tensions after the low approach.
We're going to be full stop after the low approach for Lima Echo.
Bonanza 4 Lima Echo, runway 20 left, clear the low approach, make left traffic.
Cleared low approach, make left traffic, 20 left for Lima Echo. If we put a 172 in the LR, we'd never get it slowed down again. Just frickin' pitch up. That's all you gotta do. Doing this is just the most ridiculous thing ever. Nice 200 miles an hour down the runway. Oh, hey. And up. And over, right over ACI, that's the spot. We have gotten away with it many times. Many times.
Baranza 4 Lima Echo, runway 20 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 20 left, 4 Lima Echo. Coming down. Flaps in there. Yeah, the tower guys love it when we do the low approaches. We do it in the 172. Done it a couple of times, and it's even hilarious and fun in that thing. And K Smith, happy Tuesday, man. Keith, I'm really bummed that I missed the event. So hopefully that is something that's going to continue, because I do not want to miss another one. But yeah, cranking it over ACI, because there's always stuff going on over there, and people, like, we get videos sent to us after doing one of those high bank departure and turnouts. Did one at an Air Force base last year. Yeah, the controllers love it, dude.
Baranza 4 Lima Echo, taxi to parking via Alpha Monitor Ground. Have a good day.
We're actually going to be parking over on the west side, 4 Lima Echo.
Baranza 4 Lima Roger, cross runway 20 right at hotel, then parking via Bravo with ground.
Okay, crossing 20 right at hotel and parking via Bravo, monitor ground 20.
Entered runway 02 left,
Clear.
20 right.
Clear. Because it's operations for them too, so on some of these smaller airports, they count as ops, and it's cool looking, especially if they're just sitting there all day. Like the low passes we did at Palomar, they're like, we don't have anything going on if you want to do a couple more. Parking at Baker Street. Not this one, but the next one right here. Did I have that? Yeah, okay, we're fine. How close did I get? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's get off. More lights coming off. Avionics coming off. And shutter down. Good job, little Carenado. That wasn't too bad. How are you guys doing in there? You look like you're having a blast. Yikes.